Hello students, today in our lesson number 3, magnetism and magnetic effects of electric current. This is our session number 15, and in this session we are going to learn about the topics force between two long parallel current carrying conductors, then Fleming's left hand rule and definition of ampere. Dear students, the force between two long parallel current carrying conductors, let us take two straight parallel current carrying conductors here. They are separated by the distance r. You can see these are the two long straight parallel current carrying conductors, and these two conductors are separated between a distance of r, and these conductors are kept in air medium as you see in this figure. Both of them are kept in a air medium. Let I1 and I2 be the electric current passing through the conductors A and B in the same direction, and which is along the Z direction. Okay, this is the Z direction. The net magnetic field at a distance r due to current I1 in a conductor A is the net magnetic field at the distance r due to the current I1 in the conductor A, and which is equal to BI vector is equal to mu naught into I1 into 2 pi r minus I cap because of the direction. So we take this minus here, and minus B vector I or B vector 1 is equal to mu naught I1 divided by 2 pi r into I cap. From the thumb rule, the direction of magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane of the paper and inverse. That means the arrow is into the page. The arrow is into the page. It is into the page. And along a negative I direction. It is along the negative I direction, which you can see it is in the negative I direction. Let us consider a small elemental length dl in the conductor B. Let's take a very small elemental length in the conductor B, at which the magnetic field B1 is present. And from the equation, df vector is equal to IDL into B vector, which we learned in the last class. df vector is equal to IDL into B vector. The Lorentz force on the element dl of a conductor B is df vector is equal to I2 dl vector into B1, and you can substitute the value of B1 from the equation 1, that is minus I2 dl into mu naught I1 divided by 2 pi r into k vector into I vector. As you know, k vector into k cap into I cap is equal to j cap. Is it? Yeah. So minus mu naught I1 I2. You will take this I2 here, from here, and the I1 here, and we put the value of dl here, and instead of B1 vector we put mu naught by 2 pi r into multiplication of I1. So the force on the dl of the wire B is directed towards the conductor A. It is directed towards the conductor A. The element of length dl in B is attached are attracted towards the conductor A. The force per unit length of the conductor B due to the current in the conductor A. Remember, the force per unit length of the conductor B, not A, due to the current in the conductor A is F vector divided by L is equal to F vector divided by L is equal to mu naught I1 I2 divided by 2 pi r into j cap. That means we differentiate this and take the L into the left hand side. Similarly, the net magnetic induction due to current I2, the net magnetic induction due to I2, that means in the conductor B at the distance r in the elemental length dl of a conductor A is B2 is equal to mu naught I2 divided by 2 pi r into I cap. B2 is equal to mu naught I2 divided by 2 pi r into I cap. I remember you, this B1 vector is equal to mu naught I1 divided by 2 pi r into I cap in the previous one. Now B2 is equal to mu naught I2 into divided by 2 pi r into I cap. From the thumb rule, the direction of magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane of the paper and outwards, that means arrow out of the paper, that is along the I direction. Hence, the magnetic force acting on the element dl of a conductor A is magnetic force acting on the element dl of the conductor A is df vector is equal to I1 into dl vector into B2. We can substitute the value of B2 here. That means I1 into dl into, instead of B2 we can put the equation before, mu naught I2 divided by 2 pi r into k vector into I vector. As you know, k vector into I vector is equal to j vector. So we put mu naught I1 I2 dl divided by 2 pi r into j cap. Now again we put the F by L here. That means the force acting per unit length of the conductor A due to the current in the conductor is the force per unit length of the conductor A. F by L is equal to mu naught I1 I2 divided by 2 pi r into j cap. Thus, the force between two parallel current carrying conductors is attractive if they carry current in the same direction. Both of them are attractive. The plate 1 and the parallel current carrying conductor 2 are attractive if they are in the same direction. At the same time, the force between two parallel current carrying conductors is repulsive if they carry current in the opposite direction. If they carry current in the opposite direction. Here you can see they carry the current in the opposite direction, but in the first one they carry the current in the same direction. The next one, definition of ampere. 1 ampere is defined as the constant current which, when passed through each of the two infinitely long parallel straight conductors kept side by side parallelly at a distance from 1 meter apart in air or vacuum, causes each conductor to experience a force of 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton per meter length of conductor. This is called definition of 1 ampere. Now, Fleming's left hand rule. When a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, the direction of the force experienced by it is given by the Fleming's left hand rule, FLHR. You can see this in this figure. Force, magnet and current. Stretch out the forefinger, the middle finger and the thumb of the left hand, and all the fingers are mutually perpendicular to each other. If the forefinger points the direction of the magnetic field, the middle finger is in the direction of the electric current, and the thumb will point the direction of the force experienced by the conductor. You can see this finger, this forefinger points the direction of the magnetic field, and the middle finger points the direction of the current, and the thumb experiences the direction of the force. Thank you, students. See you in the next class.